$125 billion. That's the amount owed by Americans in long-term default on federal student loans. And as they ignore letters, phone calls, and debt collectors, the government is desperately trying to figure out what will motivate them to start paying some of it back.
Because our leaders have decided that while education is incredibly important, it is not important enough to actually pay for. So, with that in mind, let me speak right now to all current freshmen in college who have student loans. Okay, you need to stop watching this show right now. You don't have time for this. Get out there and enjoy the out of your college experience, because you may be paying for it for the rest of your life. I am serious. Drink beer from a funnel. Kidnap a mascot. Find out if you're gay or not, and even if you are not, have some gay experiences. Do it now, it doesn't count. Become that weird guy on campus who rides a unicycle from class to class. Find out whoever the Winklevoss twins of your school are and steal their idea for a website, and shoot fireworks out of every bodily orifice you can find. Do it now. Please make sure your college years are the best ones of your life, because thanks to the debt that we are saddling you with, they almost certainly will be. Get out there and do it! Go nuts! Go crazy!
Here that could drag the economy. These are, this is a significant number of people who are damaging their credit. They can't buy cars, they can't buy houses, they can't move to better jobs. And so the concern here is that this is kind of like people who went through foreclosure in the housing crisis, where it's just a cohort that presents a drag on the economy. The problem is that there isn't really a foreclosure process here. Most people with student debt don't have bankruptcy as an option.
Of 100 people who enroll in any form of post-secondary education, 45 do not complete it in a timely fashion, for a number of reasons, including financial. Of the 55 that do graduate, 2 will remain unemployed, and another 18 are underemployed. So, college grads earn more than high school grads, but does it pay for the exorbitant tuition and the lost wages while at college? Now even economists admit going to college pays off for only those who complete it. But that only because high school wages have been cut to the bone for decades now. For decades, workers with a high school degree have been denied a fair share of what they have produced. And had they received, as they should have, then going to college would have been a bad investment for many. College premium? I think it's a high school discount. So what do we do? What if students and parents treated higher education as a consumer product? Everybody else seems to. Then, like any other consumer product, you would demand to know what you're paying for. When we buy medicines, you get a list of side effects. When you buy a higher educational product, you should have a warning label that allows consumers to choose, make informed choices. When you buy a car, it tells you how many miles per gallon to expect. Who knows what to expect from a degree, say, in Canadian studies? There is such a thing, by the way. What if there was an app for that? One that linked up the cost of a major to the expected income. Let's call it income-based tuition, or IBIT. One of you make this. Discover your reality. There are 3 advantages, 3 benefits to income-based tuition. Any user can figure out how much money he or she will make from a given college and major. Such informed users are unlikely to fall victim to the huckster's ploy, to the sales pitch. But also to choose wisely. Why would anybody pay more for college than, let's say, 15% of the additional income they earn? There's a second benefit to income-based tuition. By tying the cost to the income, college administrators would be forced to manage costs better, to find innovative ways to do so. For instance, all of you students here pay roughly the same tuition for every major. But that is manifestly unfair. and should change. An engineering student uses more resources in facilities and labs and faculty than a philosophy student. But the philosophy student, as a consequence, is subsidizing the engineering student, who then, by the way, goes on and earns more money. Why should two people buy the same product, pay the same, but one person receive half or a third of the service? In fact, college grads, some majors, pay 25% of their income servicing their student debt, while others pay 5%. That kind of inequity would end when majors are priced more correctly.